if this bun looks like weird. I feel like I kind of look like Mulan or whatever the guy's name is in Mulan, but it's okay. It's fine. Also, I love this like necklace, but then it keeps like going underneath the shirt and I don't know what to do. Hey guys, it's Melanie, and today we have a pretty exciting video. I get a lot of comments asking how I edit my photos, what like softwares or whatever I use to edit my photos, in general, how I edit my Instagram photos. So I figured that today I would show you guys exactly how I edit stuff. My response to a lot of things is just like, honestly, I kind of just do whatever looks good for the photo, which is honestly the truth. I don't have a set like preset or anything, but I generally do have like a method that I go into, and I do have like preferences for like my own personal like style, I guess, or what I like for my feed. I don't know. So I figured I would just show you guys basically what I do when I edit my Instagram photos. So I'm gonna walk you guys through it, and yeah. Okay, so for starters, yes, I organize my apps by color. Leave me alone, okay? So basically the only app that I actually use to edit my photos is Visco, which is my favorite app. So it's in the down bar because most use whatever, I don't know. I have a bunch of editing apps. They're all like randomly sprawled out throughout here, but I pretty much only use Visco. So if you open it, you can see I'm quite active on the Visco. This is also where I have my feed laid out for my main account, but right now I have a bunch of random photos in here from a recent shoot. So if you want to see those photos, follow me on Instagram. I like how it can just be like a nice grid layout. I'm also really active on Visco. Another app that I really like for Instagram specifically is this one, and it basically helps you like to see your layout, but you can add like multiple different accounts. So I have like all my accounts on it, so I can see my layout, and it like updates it every time you post on Instagram because it's like hooked up with it. So that is really nice, very helpful. But back to how I edit. So first, opening up Visco. Some people call it VSCO, but I call it Visco. Opening Visco, it goes straight to your camera roll. Recently did a little shoot with my friends, so I have a lot of photos to look through. I'm gonna show you guys how I edit. We'll just do a few different photos. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you guys some random, I don't know why I said it like that. So for starters, if I'm doing like for my fashion account or just like for my main account and it's just like a photo in front of my garage or something, typically the lighting is like kind of dark. So the first thing I usually do is turn up the exposure quite a bit. And I don't know about you guys, but it like really bothers me when this little like number, it always has to be like at an even. So I usually turn it up to like 1.8 or like 2.2 or something. So I turn that up because I want it to be bright. And then my favorite, I also use Visco X, which is like a subscription. Costs a little extra, but I think it's worth it because you get extra like preset filters. But my favorites are A6, C1, and like, I like S2, I think. A6 and C1 are free, so you guys can use those. For my like wall photos, I usually use A6 because I like how it makes it bright. So I usually turn it down a little bit. I don't usually keep it all the way up at 12. I have it like in the 7s or 8s. And then I always turn up contrast a little bit. I turn up clarity. I turn up saturation depending if my skin looks kind of wonky. And then personally, I don't like it when my skin looks like, I don't know, it looks kind of like greenish to me. So I like to turn it down, which makes it look a little more like pink and like alive rather than looking all like, I don't know, weird. So I turn that down, and then I go to white balance. I like warm photos, but when I'm doing like these garage or like white background plain photos, I like it a little cooler and then pinker. So I'll turn it down a little bit and then up a little bit on the tint. And that's pretty much it for like these standard photos. So you can tap it to see the before and after, and then I'll like adjust the crop of it because I don't know, this one's kind of wonky, so that the lines like match up or whatever and I'm centered. But I'll do something like that. So that's how I do my typical like, oopsies, my typical little garage photos. When I edit like sunset or sky photos, I really like C1 usually, and for sky photos I usually keep it all the way up, and then on top of that I'll like turn up the contrast a little bit. Sometimes I'll do saturation a little, and then I'll usually do the white balance down quite a bit and then turn the tint up. Personally, on like sky photos, nature photos, I don't know, depending, I like, oh oops, that's fade, I don't use fade. I like to make it grainy. I don't know why, I just kind of dig it. It looks a little vintagey, so I like how it looks like in the 5s. And then HSL is really cool because you can do like specific tones, so you can make, you can turn like the saturation up. So I'm on blue right now, so I can change it. So sometimes I'll just play with that, and honestly I just kind of do however I'm feeling for this one, so I can't really specify. But typically for the sky, like sky photos, I like making them look like pinky and then cool tones, so something like this. And that's something I would put like on my story. Also, when I post stuff on my Instagram story, I usually edit on Visco and then I'll crop it so it's super skinny, like something like this. And then I'll save it and then upload it directly to my Instagram story. On to photos of me when I had like little photo shoot kind of thingies. My mom took this photo in a random parking garage, but when I have photos like this, it's kind of the same as the garage photo, it's just a little different. I usually turn the brightness up, and then again, my skin looks kind of nasty, so I'm gonna go to skin tone and turn that down a lot. And then once I get like the lighting better, that's when I go in with the presets, and I kind of like how A6 looks, but then I'm gonna turn it down a bit. And then from there, I want it to look a little pinker, so I'm gonna turn the white balance up a lot. I really like pink tinted photos. If there's like a lot of greenery and like nature, then I like to turn the temperature up. But then if I'm in like something like this where it's really white, then I like to turn the temperature down generally. This is something I post. I might turn the contrast up a little bit and like turn the clarity up a little. And then the last photo I'm going to show you guys how I edit is like if I do like a food photo or something I'm also posting on my story, it's still like the same thing. I'll turn the brightness up. It's just for food photos I like to do more extreme contrast, or not, it doesn't even have to be food. If it's like something like this, I think I posted on my story, like these ones, like this or this, like these two I made them like grainy because it's like scenery. Same with this one and this one, but I just like turn the contrast up in brightness. But then if it's like a food photo, I'll just turn the contrast up a little more, and then I'll turn the clarity up and the sharpness up a lot because I want my food to look like crisp, like beautiful. And then I'll also turn the saturation up a little, so it'll look a little more like this. And then on top of that, I'll usually put the preset, but then not like as much. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys have any other questions on how I edit my photos, feel free to leave questions down below or on my Instagram post, and I'll be sure to answer those and let you guys know. But yeah. Okay guys, so that was the video. That's basically how I edit all my Instagram photos. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think I did a how I edit my photos before, but if you look through like my Instagram feed, I've changed, like my style has changed a lot and just how I edit, so I figured I would show you guys an updated version. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!